And joining us on the Rothman Orthopedic Guest Line, there was already a little bit of a show before the show, before I even hit record. But let's just do the rest of it right here. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm fantastic, man. You know, like I was telling you earlier, you know, I just realized that I'm not cut out for corporate world, man. You know, we just had a Christmas party and we had Secret Santa, and I just found it very weird, you know, and it was just, I really found that, you know, my workmates know me better than I know them. I feel like I mailed it in because I went and bought a bottle of wine. I was just like, you know what, who can say a bottle of wine, you know, and then there was like a $10 minimum. I didn't want to go too crazy with a bottle of wine. So I got a bottle of Red Conundrum. I thought it was cool. But then someone bought me like a paint kit. And I'm like, damn, I really feel like I mailed it in on the red wine because he really knows me a certain type of way to buy me a paint kit.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. So we had a Secret Santa event, and I just really felt like, wow, I'm not cut out for the corporate world, man. It's so weird. Like if I had to keep doing this, I don't know what I would do with myself. But yeah, man, it was awesome though. It was awesome. Good time.
The last we spoke, you were at IMG.
Yeah, still there.
And now you're in the corporate. What are you doing in the corporate world?
Well, it's a corporate thing. IMG is a corporate thing. You know.
Okay, good point.
It was like a coaches, you know, IMG staff. You know, hey, we're gonna have a Christmas party. Take maybe 30 minutes off from work, and we're gonna have a Christmas party at this event. You know, we're gonna serve you guys slushy drinks. You know what I'm saying? It was a little weird. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm a little past slushy drinks. You know, but you know. It is what it is.
You never cease to amaze me, my friend. Yeah. So, but here's the thing: you go into this at a great disadvantage because if I'm working with you, I can just Google Trey Thomas and look at all this information. I can find out anything. You just play it. You played it safe. I will say that. Who's gonna say, a bottle of wine? No thanks. Because at the worst case scenario, that's a re-gift.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, and it was a solid bottle of wine with a $10 minimum. I even bought a bag to put the wine in. I didn't just walk up with a bottle. Here you go. It was like a bag, and it had little bells on it. Like,
was it velvety? Was it velvety?
It wasn't velvety, but it was like one of those little gift bags from Publix, because Publix is big down here. So like I bought it from the Publix liquor store, and then so.
Oh yeah, no, that person made out.
And it had little bells on the handle. So when I walked in with it, I'm like, hey, dude, here's your gift. And I hand it to him. And like the little bells are ringing on the little hand. It felt weird. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not cut out for the corporate world. This is where I find myself, where it's like, you know what? I don't know if this is for me. I don't know. But,
man.
Here we are.
I miss you so damn
and
much.
You text me. It's like, hey, man, let's do the show. And I'm like, hey, man, I don't know, man. I'm going to this corporate event. I'm going to be corporate for a little bit. Trying to be corporate.
Right, yeah. Bring your briefcase.
Santa.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's so weird. I hate Secret Santa events. It's so
my God. Yeah. I could only imagine the look on somebody's face. Like if it was just like a regular corporate event and just all of a sudden Trey Thomas was your Secret Santa.
That'd be in there hanging out. Just I pulled a name and it was like, all right, I have you as my guy and I can't say anything to you. I don't know what you like. I'm gonna get a bottle of wine, but whoever picked my name gave me a paint kit, and I'm like, damn, dog, that was very thoughtful. I feel like I mailed it in. I almost wanted to take my gift back, give me a couple of days, let me get to know you, and buy something that you could possibly use. But anyway, a bottle of wine.
Yeah. No, I don't feel like you mailed it in. I feel like you played it safe, and I can't fault you with that for a Secret Santa. I can't fault you for that. Two things, because you know it is the season there, my friend. Let me ask you this: what is the best Christmas present? And I don't want anything as an adult, like as a kid, as young William Trey Thomas.
Yeah.
What was the best Christmas gift you got as a kid?
Man, I remember one time when I was a young kid, man. I was young, super young, and my parents bought me like a little record player set. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a little record player set. And it had the little woofer, it had the little, speakers that, that were separate from it. But it was a little record player set. It was awesome. They bought me like the Salt and Pepper album and Roger. You know what I'm saying? So I had Roger, I Want to Be Your Man, and Salt and Pepper here, and we're in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was going. And that's where I was. I don't even remember how old I was, but I was right around that age where I had a Salt and Pepper album and Roger, I Want to Be Your Man, sung in auto-tune. and I had a record player, and it was awesome, dude. Like, you couldn't tell me anything, dude. It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh man, I can imagine the swagger dripping off of you.
Yeah. Look at this. I have a record player. I can't take it outside.
What was the hit by Salt and Pepper? What was the hit on the album?
Who knows? It probably Push It back then. I mean, Salt and Pepper. How many albums did they have? I mean,
Push It real good. Push It
real good. You know?
And then last thing, I showed this earlier in the program. I got to show you this because I need your evaluation. And yeah, we're going to talk football in a second. But I bought a leaf blower recently. It's a leaf blower / vacuum.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's adulting on a whole nother level.
and I'm looking at it, and my wife says, buy the one with the backpack. And I'm like, that's too much. That's extra. That's extra.
You look like Ghostbusters running around the neighborhood.
Did you talk to Celeste? That's exactly what she said. And I said, damn it, I'm sold. You know how to sell me. So I bought it.
You got to put it on, you know what I'm saying? Flip your shit up. You got to flip it on, and then like you out there, you know, it's official. Yeah, you have. Do you wear headphones when you're blowing?
I do.
I'm sorry, man. It's been a lot of tequila doing it. I've been at this Christmas party. All right. Let's talk football. Let's go.
No. I just do this one thing.
I'm ready.
All right. No, I already hit record. I hope you're ready.
Yeah,
no, all right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm out there using the vacuum, leaf vacuum, and my neighbor comes up to me, and she's a little older than me, nice lady, and she goes, "Hey, I appreciate you taking care of our sidewalk. See if your daughter would like this, little toots." And she shows me this penguin. Okay,
that's beautiful.
All right, now wait for the full effect. Now I implore you, watch the face and watch the butt. Okay, just need your take on this.
No, we cannot give little toots that.
No, we can't give it. No.
Maybe get at the mama toots when y'all have a little private time to yourself. But you know, no. We cannot give little toots twerking, mechanic twerking animals. Like no.
Okay. All right, I need
little toots making TikTok videos. You know what I'm saying? Like no, we cannot have that.
Thank you. Thank you, Uncle Trey.
You got the mama toots. You know what I'm saying? When you got a little downtime, you know, kids off. Yeah. Hey, look at this little doll. You know what I'm saying? Can you do that?
Exactly.
I miss you, man.
I miss you right back, brother. I miss you right back. Let me ask you. I know you had a slew of injuries when you played, but you said to hell with it, you're going to play through it. We're talking about football, where you just happen to be an Eagles Hall of Famer, no big deal. Yeah. But Jalen Hurts, high ankle sprain. I know Lane Johnson has fought his way through some high ankle sprains in his day. What about you? High ankle sprain, ever have to deal with that? Ever had a teammate go through that? What's that exactly like?
I have no idea. I don't know. What is an ankle sprain? Like, I always got my ankles taped throughout my career, so I don't know. Can you walk on it? Because I was under the if you can walk, you can play. You know what I'm saying? But I know that they had those when they were in, especially with Jalen Hurts. I think wasn't there a situation where if he had that ankle injury and they had the little tightrope ankle surgery, that was like one of the things that a lot of guys were going through at Alabama. I know Tua went through it, and then Lane had the same issue where they had this specialized ankle surgery that says, "Hey, you know what? Let us cut you open, and in a week you'll be healed. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right. It's cool, you know. But put an extra ace bandage on it." But I don't know. I've never dealt with that. You know, I've never had an ankle sprain that was that bad that I would have to miss time for. You know, like if you roll your ankle for me, if you can walk, you can play. But you know what? Like, I don't want to become one of those old heads that's like, you know what, man, I played with one leg. You know, it just, you know, it was all, you always the ultimate tough guy. And I'm like, you know, but at the time, no, I never missed a game for ankle sprains.
Okay, easy enough. Yeah. Obviously, when it comes to splitting reps, it's never a great thing.
No.
But Gardner Minshew is starting to start that Minshew mania with the way that he played before the bye week against the Jets. Jalen Hurts now and Gardner Minshew are splitting reps in practice. They're saying it's because of Jalen Hurts' injury right now. Do you think that's exactly what it is, or is Minshew actually threatening for an actual start on Sunday against Washington?
I think Minshew, man, he could possibly be, man. Because when he got in the game, he was just everything that you thought a backup quarterback would be. I mean, he was efficient. He got rid of the ball. He didn't make any mistakes. And that's what you want him to do. You don't want him to take any chances. Just run the offense, be efficient. But then when you look at someone like a Hurts, you always like, hey, man, improvise. That's what makes you what you are. So when you have a Minshew in the game, it's like, all right, I want you to get rid of the ball. It's timing. It's consistent. So I think everybody gets all like, oh, my God, he just was so efficient and he moved the offense. But then what happens if those reads are taken away and then he does have to improvise? I know he's an athletic guy, but, I think that you kind of mix it up just because you don't know what Hurts is going to do. You don't know where his injury is, how that affects his mobility, you know what I'm saying? Because now once you take away Hurts' mobility, is he the same type of quarterback?
Mm-hmm. When you do look at both quarterbacks right now, do you think this is Jalen Hurts' team for the rest of this year, barring injury? Or do you think Minshew is actually threatening to get in some ground there?
No, I think this is Hurts' team, barring injury. I think that he has laid a lot of groundwork leading up into this, that he's been he's been the voice, the voice piece of this team for throughout the season. I think that the Eagles have done a good job of making sure that, hey, man, this is Jalen Hurts' team. He's the guy, even leading up to this. So I think it is definitely his team, barring injury. Now, once injury comes and you have to take that back seat, that Minshew is going to take over. And you know how this city is when it comes to the other quarterback. And it's been that way forever. Mm-hmm. Forever. When Coy came in and did his thing, Jeff Garcia came in, it's always been that way. And then Nick Foles, the ultimate, he goes and wins the Super Bowl. And then now you got BDN T-shirts everywhere. People naming their kids BDN. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's out of control, So it's always been that situation where they love that other guy. And Minshew he has the type of personality that Philly just is going to gravitate to anyway, just because of how he is. Sure. He walks in there with a leather jacket, Top Gun out, and now everybody's wearing leather jackets, and we can't wait for Top Gun to come out. And I'm just like everybody else. When is Top Gun coming out, man? It's been too long, Tom Cruise. Let's go.
So when you've watched Jalen Hurts this year, has he at least done enough to surpass maybe the incoming quarterback class in this draft? Has he earned the right to be the starter next year, or is it still an up-in-the-air type thing?
Well, anytime in the NFL, man, it's going to always be up in the air, and they're going to always be looking for someone else that can do it for better, that's going to be cheaper. And then, like, if it's a first-round pick and they're in there, and right now you have 3 first-round picks that you can pull from, that's the name of the NFL. They're always looking to replace you, and if you don't take advantage of the time that you have, that opportunity is going to come. They're going to always look for someone else, and that's always right around the corner every draft, no matter what position you play. But I think that he has done some good stuff. He's shown that he is a true leader. I think that every time you listen to him, he leaves you with a nugget. I think that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always leaves you with, like, here, take that with you. Let it simmer in your soul a little bit. Come back to you. You know what I'm saying? Let it simmer a little bit. And then you come back and you're like, damn, he really dropped the nugget on me. But then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I love that about him. I absolutely love that about him. With his offensive line, Landon Dickerson has really impressed me as a rookie, whether they've had him, at the guard position, either guard position. He seems to be all the way healthy, recovering from his injuries they suffered at Alabama, even going back to his cartwheels on somebody else. I believe it was Mac Jones's pro day at Alabama. What does Landon Dickerson look like to you?
I think that he's looking exactly what you look for as a young man that's coming out there. He's grinding. He's been physical. He's doing good in protection. And I think just overall, this line is playing really well. I think Coach Stoutland has really upped his game when it comes to protection. And these guys are playing really well just across the board. And I think Dickerson, with that Alabama Roll Tide thing, man, even though he started at Florida State, That's right.
That's right. Sorry, yeah, you're right.
But then he went to Alabama, But that Roll Tide thing right there, I think that, that is definitely carrying over there. And I like his temperament too. He's what you want out of a guard. He has that aggressive mentality, but he's been playing well.
I know you've always talked about how you preferred pass blocking over run blocking, and we've talked a million times about how that's like abnormal. Like most offensive linemen like to run block. This Eagles team being a run first team now under Jalen Hurts as their quarterback. What have you made of that? Actually watching an Eagles team post 1999 being a run first team.
Well, I think it really plays well into this offense, especially the way Jalen Hurts plays, where everything can be that zone read, where you have the RPOs built into it. Everything is okay. I'm going to read that defensive end. If he comes crashing, I pull it, and then I take off running. If he plays off and he plays that the quarterback is going to pull it, you hand off and you get that run up the field. But I think right now, when you're talking about the run game right now, again, I'm going to go back to Coach Stoutland. One of the things that Coach Stoutland is really, really good at is when it comes to designing run game and mate blocking. Because all they're doing is inside zone runs. Everything is all about combination blocks. And when you start talking to Coach Stoutland, when you start talking combination blocks, there's no one else that I would rather talk about combination blocks than to talk with Coach Stoutland when it comes to that. Because that is his cup of tea. When it comes to and it's all zone runs. I mean, you might have a trap, you might have a power, but for the most part, you're running inside zone runs. And it's all about creating double combination blocks at some point, getting push up the middle of the field. And then now you allow the running back to all right, if that defensive end doesn't play, you have inside run where you can kind of bounce it outside. But because you have that backside combination block on the backside, you can also cut it back and get some yards up in there. So I think that's one of the things that has really been helping this team is just the zone run schemes.
We never seem to really know what's going to happen with Jason Kelce in the future. There's so many rumors about retirement, how much longer he has. What have you made of Jason Kelce's career in Philadelphia?
Man, he's just been amazing. I look at Kelce just as a center and just at the position at times. And there are times when I look at him, I'm like, not Kelce, nah. You should have had that. But, I mean, just as a person and as a leader on that team, man, you have to respect it. And I think that this man comes out there and he gives you everything he has day in, day out. And he's a true leader out there. Kelce could sit back and just say, all right, I'll go out there and play a couple downs. You know what, this hurts. You know what, put somebody else in. He is out there gutting it out every game, every play. And I mean, there are times where you see him pull and he's out there taking on 2-3 guys. He could mail it in and just say, all right, you know what? Hey, I tried. I didn't get there, but he's giving you that extra effort. And I mean, when you have a leader like that out there, everybody's going to follow. And when and it helps that it's on the offensive line that you have a leader out there like that, because it doesn't always put it on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, as far as the offensive line goes, Lane Johnson dealt with a lot of things earlier in the season. He's come back from that, some mental health issues. He looks like he hasn't missed a beat as far as a right tackle is concerned right now at the NFL level. What have you made of Lane Johnson so far this season?
I think Lane has been lights out too. I mean, he's been playing really well. I think I haven't seen many issues where he gets beat a lot. He's been, if there are some edge rush every now and then, that's going to happen in the game of football. But I think that he's been playing really well, and I know that right now everybody's everybody's campaigning for the Pro Bowl. You got Lane, you have Slay, you have Jordan Mailata, and everybody. And I think that those guys have been playing really well. But it is what it is.
All right. When you think of Eagles Washington, what comes to mind from your playing career? Is there a game? Is there something that really jumps out to you about any time you played Washington in the NFL?
I think one of the times just Bruce Smith, playing against Bruce Smith during my era. He was the one that really calmed me down as a player. I used to be real mouthy out there on the field, used to talk a lot. I know you look at me and you say, hey, man, this guy looks like he keeps a Bible with it, which I do. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. That's my Bible. That's my word.
Oh, you brought the Lord with you.
I keep the Lord nearby. It's always nearby. So I know you look at me and you feel like, oh, man, he looks like he just left Sunday school. But no, exactly, on Sundays, I was an ass, and I used to talk a lot of trash, And it was Bruce Smith that came to me after a game because I was out there, and Darnell Archery was the running back at the time.
Wow. Okay.
And so, and we used to call him Black Frank, because he when he was in school, he was an actor, and he did this this whatever montage. I don't know what the hell you call it when you record something.
Sizzle reel.
Sizzle reel. I like that even better. So a sizzle reel. He did a sizzle reel.
His demo tape, if you will. Yeah.
A demo tape. So he was a Frankenstein. So from there, he was playing Frankenstein. And so from that, we always used to call him Black Frank. I don't know. It just stuck. It worked. So anyway, so we get to this game against Washington, and I'm going against Bruce Smith. And I told him, I'm like, listen, if I have Bruce Smith running up the field, do not chip him. You know, running backs, they like to chip defensive ends. I'm like, if I have him running upfield, don't chip him, because if you chip him, he's going to spin on me, and that's going to create a problem. Well, Black Frank gets his ass out there in this game, and he chips Bruce Smith, and Bruce Smith spit on me, and it pissed me off so bad, and I turn around and I'm cussing and I'm yelling and everything else, and Bruce Smith came to me, and you know, he was like, hey, man, listen, you know, at some point, dog, you're going to be that old head, and you're not going to want some of these young cats coming at you just talking all crazy to you like that. What you need to do is respect the game and just calm yourself down. Just play the game. You don't need all that. And I was like, you know what, Bruce? We're not in the corporate world, man. We're out here on the field. But, you know, after that, I was like, you know what? All right, cool, man. So after that, I stopped talking trash after that game. After Bruce Smith kind of put his arm around me and calmed me down, that was it, man. I stopped. You know, and then, of course, after 9/11, we played there one time, and there was pepper spray sprayed in the field. And
oh, that's right.
Field. Yeah. So other than that, that was about it. Bruce Smith calming me down, putting his arm around me and talking to me as an elder to calm me down a little bit, and then the pepper spray game. But yeah.
Have you seen Bruce Smith since then?
I have not. You know what? I've been in different areas, like with the Hall of Fame situation, but it's never been like a one-on-one. And I don't think I would tell him anyway. If we did, I'd just be like, "What's up, dog? I used to punch, you know." I'm not going to give you that credit right now. You know, let's wait until we get a little older. You know,
gotcha. Eagles got 4 games left in the season. They got 2 against Washington. They got 1 against the Giants at home, and then they got the Cowboys, who might not even care about that Week 18 matchup. Will the Eagles make the playoffs? Trey Thomas.
How many wins do we need for playoffs?
You need at least 2, or you need at least 3.
I think we can make it.
There we go.
I think we can make it. I mean, we get these 2 against Washington. You know, you get it against Dallas. You know, Dallas is playing really well right now. I don't know. I know.
If they don't care, though, if they don't care, maybe they're going to win the other two.
Then you got New York. That was an iffy game for us. But you know, because I go to this sports bar down here because I'm in Florida, so they don't. You know, you have to go. You have to. You know, if I don't have the little ticket, I have to go somewhere and try to find a game. So I go to the sports bar, Slim's, which is an amazing sports bar in Anna Marie Island. I might add. So
sounds lovely.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, so I go in there and watch the game, and like after every score from the Eagles, they all sing the Eagles chant, and then they go into this Dallas sucks thing. And in my mind, I'm like, Dallas is playing pretty good. I really want to get into the Dallas sucks chant with you right now, but they're playing really good football. So, you know,
good enough. Yeah, they're probably going to need to win out, to be honest with you. But 3 wins might be. It's early because there's about like 7 different 6 and 7 teams and all that, and we'll see how they play. Plus, we don't even know who's going to be the quarterback on this Sunday. And Washington has like 12 players right now in COVID protocol. They don't even know who's playing yet.
Everybody got the vid, man. It's wild.
They got to the Rona. So there you go. Trey, I miss you so damn much, brother. Thank you so much. Dude,
Anytime, man.
If I don't see you, if I don't talk to you, I'm sure I will. Merry Christmas to you and your beautiful family. Nothing but love. Love to all those guys. And you know, enjoy the crap out of your art kit that the coworker that loves you more than you love them got you.
Yeah, I suck at Secret Santa. But before we go, let's make sure that penguin, like Lil Toots, never sees that penguin. We cannot have that. You know,
this penguin?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's shaking that ass.
Yeah, no, we don't leave Little Toots. No. Such a
nothing says Merry Christmas than a twerking ass of a penguin.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It sets tis the season. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, just keep going through that Bible. Tell me if a twerking penguin is in there anywhere. Just right around the nativity scene.
Yeah, exactly.
His name is Trey Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. He's an Eagles damn Hall of Famer for crying out loud. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Secret Santa.
And he sucks at Trey Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. Joining us on the Rothman Orthopedic Guest Line.